Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Comedy Pinata. Yada, 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 yada. Here with Reno Collier.
You're fired up.
I'm so fired up. I just had a Werther's Original. And did you know car repossession is on the rise? Did you know you also have every right to stop a repo guy from taking a car? Consumers have broad rights to stop a car repossession from happening. That is where the law firm at Sue the Collector can help you. If your car is about to be repossessed, or your car was repossessed, or you verbally told them to stop and leave your car alone, you're physically hurt or injured by the repo agent, or they took the wrong car altogether, you may have a case. The attorneys at Sue the Collector specialize in wrongful car repossession and can help you or your loved one. If you or your loved one were injured, lost valuables, or wrongfully had your car repossessed, call us now at 1-877-BAD-REPO, 1-877-BAD-REPO. Again, 1-877-BAD-REPO. Great to be here. Reno Collier,
man.
Once again.
And if you've ever drank water from Camp Lejeune, for the love of God, freaking call those people so they stop.
That's right. Yeah, please.
I can't take those anymore. I seriously, and I'm as pro-troop as you can be, and I'm so sorry for the real things that happen to people, but it's gone on too much.
I just heard that that the Ford Motor Company just made a car that runs just on water. Did you know that?
No.
But the water has to be from Camp Lejeune. Sorry, guys. I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't help it. Yeah, I couldn't help it. Hiya. 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 I'm very excited. I got my Pittsburgh Penguins third jersey, the Snoop Dogg jersey on, because we are in the thick of the beginning of the NHL season. Are you a Preds fan?
I am, but I'm a fair weather. I didn't grow up with hockey.
Got it.
But I love watching them. It's exciting. I understand it, but I'm not like from Pittsburgh. I mean, that's a hockey football town, you know what I mean? And I grew up in the South, so it was all baseball, football.
Titans then, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
Titans
time.
fan.
Big time.
Got it.
Brutal. Hard. They're a team that is so painful to root for because they're just good enough to keep you in.
Right.
You know, and then it's like, Tannehill. And then it's like, Tannehill. You know what I mean? Like,
right, yeah.
He just, sometimes I'm like, oh man, he is on it. And sometimes I look at him and I see that bully from A Christmas Story, that redheaded kid, Scott Farkas. He looks like Scott Farkas and Jamie Kaler in a football helmet. And I'm not saying all redheads look the same, but they do.
But speaking of which, there is A Christmas Story 2 coming out. So they just announced on HBO Max, I believe, it's going to be coming out. And not going to lie, when I first heard, I was like, but very good friends with Peter Billingsley. I know. Yes.
He was the kid, right?
He was Peter, or he was Ralphie, yeah.
Yeah.
So I know for years he had been offered constantly, virtually every year, getting an offer to do it, always turning it down. And then the right story came around. A lot of care went into it, and I just saw the trailer the other day, and I know insider intel, and I'm just going to say it's going to be fucking great. It's going to be fucking great. I think people are going to be very, very... I think they're not only going to be... They're not only going to enjoy the film, but they're going to be pleasantly surprised at how good this film is on its own, but also being a tangent to the original. You know? So I think people are going to be.
I love that movie, dude.
The movie. I mean, it's that favorite Christmas movie. What is it for you?
It's a Wonderful Life.
I mean, how can you not?
I know that's so
it's
lame.
the Citizen Kane of Christmas movies.
But A Christmas Story. I mean, I watch movies. And I will not watch them out of order throughout the year. Like, I won't watch a Christmas movie when it's not in between Thanksgiving and Christmas. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Thanksgiving movie, every year. Watch it. Once the summer comes, The Great Outdoor. Like, I have, What About Bob? Like, I have all these movies that I almost like songs, you know, when you're in a certain mood and you want it. But Christmas, I'll wear it out, dude. I love Christmas movies.
White Christmas for me, I don't know, it's just very nostalgic. It's heartwarming. You know, their military commander during World War II buys a bed and breakfast. It goes to shit, and so Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye team up with Rosemary Clooney and Vera. I forget her last name.
The hot chick with the skinny legs.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And they all team up to bring it back. But but you just, it's Christmas. It's in Vermont. It's beautiful,
Yeah.
and it's in a barn, and it's, I don't know, just it's so cool. And I just think, especially in that era, so many films took place. And you see men in uniform because they were so pro, I guess military, right? And be supportive of the troops, whereas that's almost like the complete opposite these days.
Well, and Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye dressed up as women, and it was funny.
Oh, yeah.
It was funny, and
Yeah.
now it'd be like, don't laugh at that.
Oh yeah, for
Don't
sure. Yeah,
do
yeah,
not. They are sisters.
Yeah,
Sisters. Never come and see
But I'd gone down a rabbit hole on AMC watching the making of and all that stuff when they show the broadcasts, and I guess they had been doing that, and Bing Crosby did not want to be in drag, and he wasn't even in drag. He just had some makeup on, and they rolled his sleeves up and his pant legs up. But Danny Kaye, of course, is just hamming it up. So they did a take where Danny Kaye started hitting him with the feather headpiece, and he's hitting Bing Crosby, and you see Bing Crosby break, and then that opened the floodgates. And so the take they used is where Bing Crosby is actually laughing along with Danny Kaye, which is really sweet.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Didn't Bing Crosby beat up his kids? Come out in the backyard. Didn't he beat up his kids?
I'm gonna give you a boo 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 boo.
I'm gonna give you a belt in the face.
I do know his kids were out of control. Drugs, alcohol, all of it. Yeah. So
Junkies. Junkies. I'm sorry. We're hammered.
You had to do it. You had to do it. Bing Crosby, but I think to this day, the biggest selling recording artist of all time.
Really?
I think so. I know at the time he definitely was, but you think about back then where you're releasing singles all the time, like on record. Now it's just stream. It's on YouTube or whatever.
Right.
But anyways, today, so we're doing morning TV show, talk show appearances that comedians have been on morning shows. Okay. And you've done this.
Dude, I was on the Today Show the morning after Michael Jackson died to promote a show.
Yeah.
And it was Tito's crying, and then hey, Reno Collier's up next with a show called Great American Road Trip Celebrate. And then Janet's like, my brother's dead. I mean, dude,
Jesus Christ.
horrific. That's what I thought.
You guys like barbecue?
Yeah. Look, we travel all over the world. And then it just was, I mean, dude, everybody's crying.
Oh,
It was,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, anyway, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
No, please. But this is a daily part. This is a weekend routine for any comic. I would say, especially pre-COVID, comics would go out. You'd have to go do morning radio, and it would get tethered to the satellite Good Morning San Diego, Good Morning Tulsa, whatever, all that stuff. And you have to do them. So I think this episode is comics that were pushing the boundaries.
Yeah.
I did that a lot. I would often show up hungover or still drunk.
Me too, dude.
And I would do everything I could to not get asked back the next year. That was
You don't
want
want to because they get you up at 5 o'clock in the morning,
Fucking
and they
worse.
always hit you right after the show. Hey, don't forget they're picking you up at 4:30
we got 6
a.m.
topics.
Yeah.
You ready to just jump in? It's like, I'm fucking blitzed. You want me to what?
Have you smelled me?
Yeah.
Smell me first. Smell what's coming out of my pores and my mouth.
And you're
before
in the green
ask me.
room with 8 cats because they're doing the adoption thing for the weekend, and I'm breaking out in hives. It's the fucking worst. All right, here we go. Number 1. Let's see who we got here. Mark Norman, New York City's finest. Let's see, Mark.
Everyone always goes to the weather too. Did you ever go over?
I've done the weather
mess with
before,
the weather.
yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I think this is in Cleveland. Oh, it is. New Day, Cleveland. I smacked my opening act on this show.
Did you?
Yeah. I went over to him, and we had seen the Andy Kaufman thing, and I was like, I should just smack him right now. He was talking about how he's from the area, and I said, he played in the band. And they're like, oh, yeah. I'm like, I have no respect for band. Smack him right. Okay, here we go.
Welcome back here to New Day Cleveland. It is time for a little bit of a laugh. We need comedian Mark Normand in our lives. He'll be here at Hilarities this weekend. So welcome here into the studio. It's good to have you here.
Hey, good to be here. It's a pleasure. I'm a little hungover, a little gay, but just glad to be here with you, sister.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. I'm very happy to be here with you too.
All right.
No.
Sorry, just hiding my erection. But yeah, this is great.
I know you just left Slyman's.
Yeah, I had Slimans, so I'm really going to be on the toilet later.
Oh my God. Trying to get out of it.
In the Midwest, if you ask me.
It's delicious. It's the size of your head.
Yeah, and I ate way too much, but at least everybody there was very attractive.
That's good.
No, I'm kidding. But, good grub there. Oof, still hurting.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Yeah, I've been farting it up in the green room, and I think I scared.
That's why the door was shut.
Yeah.
To our little smaller green room.
Exactly.
You were just trying to be polite.
We call it hot boxing. Really soaking it all in, because the smell of your own farts, for some reason, is enjoyable. If you fart, it's weird. But if I fart, I enjoy it. I don't know why.
Is that a guy thing?
Maybe.
Because I feel like you could hear no woman would ever say something like that.
No,
No.
you guys are more of maybe a queefing.
Oh,
Is that clean?
well, we're 10 a.m. TV. I mean, you know.
Oh, sorry, 10 a.m. You know, you've up, you had your coffee, your meth, or who knows what. So, yeah.
You know, the producer's like, cut.
You live in New York City now, but you're from New Orleans.
Yeah, wow, well done. You read my
And-
Grindr bio.
Looking you up, yes.
Yeah.
And I know that we were talking about Cleveland sports here, but I know for you guys and your Saints that was difficult. I'm sorry to bring that up,
devastating.
but I know that was tough.
Brutal. We really thought we had it. You know, New Orleans, all we do is drink and go to strip clubs, so we really needed this win, you know, but no dice. Right there.
So close.
Yeah.
There's always next year, right?
I guess,
could
but we
say
get
that.
one of these every, century, and that was our shot. Drew Brees, you blew it.
So, but you live in New York now, though. So
Yeah.
living in New York City, and is it true that did you just recently move in with
I
a
bought
lovely lady?
I bought a place. I moved in with a lady, an Alexa. finally got
Alexa
one.
is your lady. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, she keeps track of everything, and she gets mad when I talk to Siri.
Oh.
But yeah. Bought my place. I own a piece of the rock in Manhattan. It's the only thing my parents have been proud of that I've done. I've done The Tonight Show, Conan, Colbert, Comedy Central, but when I bought my apartment, that's when they actually started answering my phone calls. But hey, that's why I'm a comedian, because I got to get love somewhere. Whoops, sorry, is that me too? All right.
I can handle it. I can handle it.
All right. I mean, that's great.
Dude,
that's off the cuff, and he's doing what every comic is guilty of.
Yeah.
Is you insert a bit into morning TV, and that's always the response.
Yeah.
That's when the laughs stop from the morning anchor. Like
Yeah.
I'm watching it going, oh, that's a bit. It's a good bit. It's funny, and I've seen him do, but it's just like, there you go. That's
But you nailed it when you said you say things so that you don't have to come back. I mean,
Yeah.
that was like at night when you're ready for a show.
Yeah.
Your head's kind of in the right spot. In the morning doing those interviews,
Oh,
it's never in the
no
right spot.
one wants to be there.
No.
They don't want you there.
No, and you never
don't
sell
wanna be
tickets
there.
from it.
You never sell
Yeah.
Nobody that's up watching that wants to go to the Late Show Friday night at Hilarities in Cleveland.
Right.
Nobody. I don't know why they do it.
I don't
but
either.
They constantly do it because the young kids are sleeping in. Young professionals are out working. And so it's just like these soccer moms or retirees that are going to be in bed by the time Jeopardy ends.
Right.
So why the fuck are we doing this?
They're eating
Nobody wants to
lunch
be
while
here.
they're
Yeah.
watching this at 10
Yeah,
because they go to
somebody
bed
just-
at 5.
Somebody just cooked a souffle, comedy, and then pet adoption. That's
Yeah,
it.
That's it.
Awful.
Or you have to sit in there and there's some lady in there, who's who has made a cake that is like, it's Becky's cake. And she's all nervous and she's like, oh my God, this is
I've
the
never
first
been on
time.
TV before.
I've never been this I'm so dry. And she's sweating and her
Yeah.
fat kid is sitting there pissed off that he had to get up early. And then she comes out with a giant cake and sucks. But if you say anything, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah,
you have to
yeah.
sit there and watch this. Like, I got to follow the cake lady. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
I've been on TV,
Yeah,
people.
she's sweating more than me.
Yeah.
You know?
The worst is when they pick you up at 5:30 and you're like, and then you get there 5:45. The show starts at 6, and they're like, "Oh, so you're going to be at the end?"
Yeah.
You're like, well, why then we just come at towards the end?
Right.
Oh, it's the fucking worst. I hate these things. But as you saw, Mark handle it, just off the cuff, fucking hilarious.
Dude, you could hear everybody laughing in the background.
Yeah, you could hear the studio. I think the workers laughing. But here we go. Bill Burr. I'm very excited to see this. Okay, Bill Burr, morning TV, never disappoints.
No.
I mean, we don't even need to give an introduction here. Here we go. Bill Burr.
10 episodes are available to binge watch. Bill Burr, welcome to Good Day New York.
How are you? Thank you for having me.
Well, the show is so funny. I mean, is it based on your real life, or is it,
Yeah, no, it's definitely based on my life, but it's Frank is the character that I play. He's an amalgam of kind of everybody's dad in the writer's room, and he's an old school dad. Like when I was a kid, you were like afraid of your dad. Like he pulled in the driveway, he'd come in the front door, we'd all run out the back door.
Right, wait till your father comes home,
Yes,
right?
yes, absolutely. So it's more of that era. It's not this, era now where your kids are like friends with their dad. I was like afraid of my dad. Not in a bad way. Like I just knew that, when he came home that
things were going to fly.
Yes, your behavior. We used to shut the TV off and like pick up books pretending to be like reading. And I remember he used to like, if he was in church, he had like the loudest snap. And if you guys were talking too loud, he just bam like that, and everybody just shut up, and then you knew you were going to get it later.
You mean get it? It's fun. You get on stage, you talk about topics that are kind of taboo, but you make them really, really funny.
So your Christian background is part of the show. Or at
Yes,
least
and
two
I wanted
episodes.
to talk to you about Jesus after this.
Well, the only reason why I bring it up is some people thought maybe you went a little too far.
As far as what?
Well, they thought that maybe you were being disrespectful to the Christian religion.
Who did?
I'm telling you, you need to Google.
Oh, good Lord.
So did you feel
that's
you were
probably
being disrespectful, or just you were just having fun with some of the crucifixes and stuff like that?
I don't even know I mean, we did maybe 2 jokes about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't you think the Catholic Church went a little too far? More so than my cartoon. A couple of jokes. I know this is a morning show. You can't bring up all those crimes.
You know what? Technically,
they just sort of kept moving them around. Like those killer whales at SeaWorld. After it kills a trainer, they'll then move it up to Seattle. They don't give them their background.
I am not totally following, but I don't think
You
I
know
want
what
to.
I'm talking about. It's a morning show. I understand.
Daytime
Thank you
I
for being
came on.
positive.
That kid was
Positive.
missed the graduation, and then it was a feel-good story.
It was a feel-good, and we want to leave.
If you want to feel good about America, you watch the morning shows. You don't watch this,
And
we
watch-
were joking earlier. If that kid's story about the graduation was late night, that would have been a whole different story.
What do you think?
He's still missing. We can't find him. All we found was his hat. But you watch in the morning. It's great. It all worked out. He got his own personal graduation. Like, I was in such a great mood. Look how yellow this couch is. It's like the sun.
So ethics for family. I mean, it's really.
This is why you're seeing a fucking Swiss Army knife on a couch
Yeah.
with 2 butter knives.
Yeah.
Just like they're so dull. They don't know how to react. It's almost like they're not even real fucking people.
Right.
It's just like, are you not hearing what he's saying to you?
Yeah, or if you really looked him up, what you came out of that
Oh, my
was
God.
something. I Googled you, and it said from one little thing, if you don't know what he's coming in with, you're an idiot.
Yeah, but when he's saying the thing about the Catholic Church, they're just sitting there stone-faced. They have no fucking reaction. It's like, that's one of the greatest pivots I've ever seen in a morning show. And that clip went so viral, and everybody was like, yeah, that's off the cuff.
Right.
Off the cuff. And not only does he respond, he fucking doubles down. He goes all in. And it's like, well, fuck you, lady.
Dude.
You're going to bring that up? And then he not only doubles down, but he says he just completely minimizes his voice by saying, a fucking cartoon.
Yeah.
It's the greatest distillation of information, and that's why he's so good. Is he knows how to say it and package it in just such a smart, intelligent, but the Paramount fucking funny way.
When he has a tell, even in his act, when he goes, it's coming.
You know it's coming,
it's like once he gets like that, that's almost like, okay, I'm thinking of something and you're about to get blazed.
The fastball over the plate.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to hit this.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And morning people are, you're right, it's so fake most of the time.
Yeah.
Where it's just, hey, good morning. How are you? How is everything? And they want to be funny. So they think they're funny.
They think they're funny. Yeah.
They think they're great. And they
Yeah.
think that they bring something it's almost like the two things don't fit together.
Yeah.
A stand-up comedian and a morning show are the complete
Don't do
polar
this.
opposites of
Don't
each
do
other.
this.
You're getting a feed through your ear. Hey, talk about that squirrel that's on a surfboard or whatever. And everyone, oh yeah. And then you put Bill Burr in there, and you expect him to be like, the squirrel on the surfboard's great. You guys are really cutting edge. This is what do you think was going to happen?
Of course. And I like how he just shit on morning TV too.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. You're supposed to keep everything nice and light. Late
Your
night, that'd be a
couch is
totally
yellow.
different story. Yeah. He's great. I mean, that is a perfect example of a comic, seasoned, fucking pro with two duds.
Yeah.
I mean, just duds. Even when he's giving you fucking jokes, they're just sitting there like smiling like, no, he just told a joke.
Right.
Did you not hear that joke? It's fucking funny.
Yeah.
You guys are idiots.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, here we go. Bill's one of the best. There we go. This is Tracy Morgan. Oh, God.
This is going to be a train wreck.
Fasten your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. Bill Burr's the appetizer.
Dude, there's when you go, that guy's crazy. And then there's like, that dude's crazy.
Yeah.
This is,
yeah.
that dude's crazy.
This is like Henry Cho's line. It's like when you say something twice, it's like, oh, he's crazy. No, he's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, he's crazy. Yeah.
Crazy.
All right, here we go.
This is your stuff. I've seen your special on Comedy Central. You do great stand-up, but you're also real well known for doing great characters. I mean, your characters on Saturday Night Live were great.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm thinking Dominic and Lou was always a favorite of mine.
Yeah.
How long were you on Saturday Night Live?
I was on Saturday Night Live for 7 years. It was fun. It was one of the... Lauren Michaels is like Obi-Wan Kenobi to me. So, you know what I'm saying?
Sort of a
Saturday Night
mentor.
Live was a Dagobah system. Wow, I look good. Look at me on that.
Look at that.
Pretty. I'm handsome. Now I can see why I got so many kids. Texas El Paso, I'm telling you, man, I went to Jaguars last night. I love the ladies here.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, so again, not family entertainment
Somebody gonna
necessarily.
get pregnant. Somebody gonna get pregnant while I'm in town. 2 days, watch. 2 days, somebody gonna get pregnant.
Tracy, listen, outside of
Ladies, my Mercedes. I'm the ooh child. Yeah, that's right. I don't have what LL got. I don't got biscuits. I got a loaf of bread. Come get this, ladies. You gonna eat. Come get. You hear that? Look at that. That's a mating call. That's a mating call.
Is that pretty much what people can expect, Tracy?
All the
tonight?
pretty ladies here, this is a mating call.
So people are going to pay to see your show, and they'll just see you smacking on your belly.
I'm taking all the power back. Wait a minute.
Oh,
Wait
well,
a minute. Hold
like
on.
we've got to a
I gotta
picture that
take
we're
the
so
power
upset.
back. I gotta take the power back. Put it back on.
Uh-oh, we just lost your microphone. Oh, he's taking his shirt off.
My shirt off.
You might want to put the microphone. You might want to put the
Texas, come on, don't go to break. This is Texas.
This is just a sample of what people can expect. More dancing, more shirtless action.
Love. It's all love. I'm Captain James T. Kirk. I went to Vietnam.
Tracy, one of your favorite one of the characters you do, one of my
I gotta get them wheelchair gloves.
I went to
You know the black leather one with the fingers cut off?
I'm going to stop asking questions. Do Spoony Love. Do a little bit of Spoony Love. Can you do that for me? This is the character you do in Cranky Anchors. One of my favorites.
Spoon.
You might want to hold
Let me
that.
see. Let me see. Spoony Love was Shame on. No, I can't do Spoony.
You can't
Spoony
do-
was graphic.
Yeah, you're right. You
I
can't.
get his children watching. But I did get this leg blowed off in Vietnam.
Well, apparently you have no problems taking your shirt off, so that's okay.
That's love. That's
That is- man, that is
sexiness.
an
You
impressive
know I'm a
physique.
sex symbol.
Oh yeah, look at your physique. It's
They
very
keep cutting to
impressive.
the thing.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Holla at me. Come see me. I'm at the comic script.
Look at that.
Not the
flattery.
can't even
comic
say the
script. The comic script.
Tracy Morgan will perform this
I
weekend.
love you.
Holy shit. That is fucking great. Oh my God. I hadn't seen that clip in for years.
I've never seen it.
Oh, you never- oh.
And when I heard him yell out
Vietnam.
Vietnam, I was like, what? And they come back.
back.
And it's like,
I know, like. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dude.
These days, if you did that, well, no, the right actually has a sense of humor. They think that's funny. If it was something like against the left, you'd never hear the end
Yeah,
of it. But I love how the producer kept cutting back to the visual, the placard of the information of where he is.
Dude, that made me laugh harder than anything I've ever seen him do.
Yeah,
Like
when
that,
he started dancing like that.
but I don't know him.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. I've never even met him. But I just, you come into a club and it's the week after or whatever,
Sure.
and people are like, that dude is nuts. Like,
Yeah.
really. And I don't know if that was a blood sugar thing or an alcohol thing or what it was, but whatever it was hysterical.
The booze is still cooking with him, yeah. You can see it, but when he started dancing, there's no music.
No.
And he's just in the rhythm of his own. These clips make me love my profession.
Yeah, me too.
It's like you work with Ted from accounting or Rick from human resources or Stacy's a great CEO. It's like this shit is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You should not be doing any of this stuff. At
Like
8 in the
on
morning.
30, when he was on 30 Rock, hysterical, right? And they said that was really, like they wrote that about him on Saturday Night Live, like what he was really like.
Right.
And he played it so perfectly. You know what I mean? Like,
So he's just-
it's so funny.
Little meta.
That's like when you're sitting around with your buddies drinking the night before and you go, hey, tomorrow I'm going to do this Vietnam thing and I'm going to take my shirt off and I'm going to talk about getting people pregnant. And no, you're not.
Yeah.
You won't do it. And then wakes up and goes, I told you I was going to do, and I did all three of the things I said I was going to do.
Like you couldn't write that.
No.
It's so fucking crazy. All right, here we go. Do you have a morning show experience like this?
Not like that. We've all done so many of them. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Like, but I get laughing. Like I get delirious.
Yeah.
Like in the morning. So sometimes I laugh at stuff and it just
spirals.
Yeah, like it doesn't.
All right, here we go. Oh, fuck.
Oh, nice.
Now, I told Taylor about this. When he told me he was doing this kind of show, I haven't seen this clip in years, but I knew I did it because I was in San Diego. They always ask me to do this, but oh, Jesus Christ, there's the still. I always did this to not get asked back. I was like, I'm definitely not going to get asked back. And there's the still. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so
the Byrne identity.
This is when my second hour had just come out, I think.
I give it all. I go full tilt or I don't go at all. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, I'm pleased to see that. Well, obviously you're into fitness.
I'm into fitness. I do a lot of... Guys, can we pan up, please? Get my good side. Thank you.
All right. That was the last time comedian Steve Byrne was here. He's back, and he just had to top what he did last time. So say hello once again.
Well, something interesting. Something interesting was asked of me when I came in. They said, you took your shirt off last time. I said, you're correct. They said, are you going to do it again? I go, that's an invitation. They want the Widowmaker. They got the Widowmaker. So, San Diego, you are welcome. And I will say that it is cold in here. I'm not making excuses, but it is cold in here.
Well, those are some really nice shoes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. These are, really, that shot? I said it's cold in here. Now, guys, I will be at most people know me as a comedian.
Right.
I'll be at the VA House, the Dreamcatcher Theater this weekend, okay? Now, what most people don't know is that I used to be a male exotic dancer. I toured, that's right, that's me, that's normal business attire. This used to be my old business attire. I toured with a male exotic dance troupe called Sparkle Motion.
Yeah.
We toured the Philippines. We entertained German businessmen. And I just thought, you know what? There's a lot of male exotic dancers out there. There's a lot of exotic dancers out there in general.
Right.
Times are tough, right? So let's say my old handle was the Matador. So I would hit the stage, and I just kind of I'd kind of slow grind, okay? Yeah. Now, people make it rain, right? Now, let's say you're a rapper or like somebody in P. Diddy's. So you just kind of make it rain, just chuck it. Just one at a time, yeah. Just make it rain, make it rain. This is circa 2007, before the economy went to the toilet.
Right. Now what are they throwing at you?
We're now on a budget. So let's make it rain on a budget. And again, don't be demeaning. Don't chuck them. But just kind of like a light drizzle.
You want it to to rain.
Like a light drizzle.
Like
just there we go.
But you don't want to be struck with these.
And notice the core. Guys, if you try to do this at home, don't expect the results you see. But what
is your what do you? So let me ask you this, Steve. When you're traveling around the world and you're entertaining.
Adios, amigos. Oh my God.
Oh, that is 2008.
Oh my God.
2009, around there.
Yeah.
That's 12 years ago.
That was
my
hilarious.
God. Adios, amigos. I'm fucking hammered. I've been drinking the night before, for sure. I remember that I'd been drinking the night before, and I said, fuck it, I don't give a shit. I'm just going to go all out. And after that appearance, not S-back.
Really?
It worked, yeah. It finally worked. So take your pants off, I guess.
That was hysterical. No, I don't have anything like that. Like, I thought when you asked me, I was like, oh, I've had some odd things happen. That was fantastic, dude.
Well, thank you, Reno. Mission accomplished. I did not get asked back to San Diego living. But, the good thing, I think the greatest thing the pandemic has given us is that now we rarely do those anymore.
Yeah.
Which is fucking wonderful. It's like I'd rather sleep in. But, all right, we did it.
That was really funny. I did not see that coming. Like, after we saw Tracy Morgan, I was like, that's jacked up. Then I saw you, and I was like, wow.
Well, we needed a cherry on top.
Yeah.
I had not seen that in years, and I forgot about. Jesus Christ! Like, I can't believe like girls would date that guy. Like, it's fucking crazy,
dude.
Oh, you want to see my boyfriend?
Yeah,
hold on,
watch
check
this
this out.
video.
This guy I'm fucking. What?
I love him so
Jesus
much.
Christ. Oh,
That was
dipshit.
fun.
All right, well, we did it. Another episode of Comedy Pinata. By no means did I think that would up the ante on Tracy Morgan.
Yeah.
Ball's in your court, Morgan. All right, another episode of Comedy Pinata in the books. Reno, where can they keep up with you?
RenoCollierComedy.com.
There we go. And you're constantly on tour. Where are you hitting? Any markets you're hitting soon?
I'm going to L.A. to film a thing. I'm going
we go.
to Monticello. I don't know how far out this is. Next weekend. Then I'm going to be in Clarksville, Tennessee. And then I got stuff in Nebraska and all over. If you check it out, RenoCollierComedy.com.
Beauty. I got Pittsburgh, Chicago, Houston, Brea, and New Year's Eve in Milwaukee, and a bunch of other dates. And I'll be hitting the road with Joe Gatto on the other podcast I do with him called Two Cool Moms, so check that out. Thank you guys once again, as always, for tuning into another episode of Comedy Pinata. Rate, review, subscribe. Thanks to Taylor, our producer, and Jorge, and everybody here at Zanies. All right, thanks, guys.